We have to get used to is this notion of going on.
We are live. Good afternoon and welcome into the Senate Committee on Government Operations for Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. This is our first meeting of the second year of the biennium. And we do have a new committee member, and we'll get to Senator Morley in just a second. We have a couple other people that are coming in, 1:30 and 2:30, to hear their suggestions about priorities for the Vermont State Employees Association and the Secretary of State. Tomorrow, we have a joint assembly for the governor's state of the state. And when we finish that, we'll go back to the chamber, but we will not meet tomorrow. So you'll have an early day, hopefully. Thursday, we have the Department of State's attorneys and sheriffs meeting in at 2. And also Mike Pichak, the state treasurer, will be in at 3. And then Friday, we're going to take a look at Retirement 101 with Tim Duggan, who's the director of Vermont Retirement Systems, with the state treasurer. And then this came up from someone that's not my constituent, but lives in Reedsboro. Act 57, which we passed last year. I believe it started out as, oh gosh, I can't remember what it was. Maybe 397, I think, H 397. And he had some questions about part of that. And so I've invited the VLCT folks to come in, and also Tucker. And then this person from Reedsboro has given me a couple of questions. It has to do with so-called unassigned funds.
Mm-hmm.
So if a municipality had originally voted to spend, pick a number, $50,000 on a new pool or a roof, and that money was not expended, it was not spent in that year, the legislative body of that municipality now has the authority to take the money and spend it however they want. And I have a problem with that.
So do I.
Well, Senator White?
I thought that we allowed them to have a vote by their communities on what to do with that money. Wasn't that
No.
what ultimately decided to do?
No, it's not in the statute.
To do.
And that's what we're going to talk about on Friday. VLCT is very firm that this is something that they think is a good thing for municipalities to be able to take money that was not spent and divert it to other places. And mine, at least right now, my view is fine, but you're going to get permission to do it from the voters.
Thank you for bringing this up. My understanding was, I thought we had passed up that they had to get it voted on, or there had to be some sort of.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Anyway, that's what we're going to do Friday. It has a potential to run at least an hour. So although I appreciate being able to release you folks at a good hour on Friday, we'll probably go to at least 3:30, maybe even 4 o'clock, depending on how it is. So Senator Hart is no longer with us. I wish him the best. I don't know what he's doing now, but he did call me a couple times in the summer, and we had decent conversations. And so we have Senator John Morley joining us as our new senator, along with John Benson, who's across the hall in institutions. Both Johns are in Senate Health and Welfare in the morning. And I know, based on what I've heard about you, Senator, that we are lucky to have you in this committee, that you are very smart and very thoughtful, and you were in the House at one point, I think.
We were in the house together.
Okay, so why don't you give us a 5 or 10 minute biography?
It'll be short. I live in Orleans, Vermont, in town of Hardin, and we've been managing a municipality with an electric utility, water, wastewater, street department, fire department, ambulance, for 33 years. So I kind of get a feel for some of the stuff that you're talking about on here, actually. And I'm also a first class lineman, so I came up through the ranks from ground. And I've always really enjoyed working with the community. I'm also on the board of directors of VEPSA, Vermont Public Power Supply Authority.
Yeah.
I've been on with the Lions Club. I've been with a lot of other entities. I was on the NVDA board of directors for a while, and I guess I will be again since I just got appointed as a elected official. But that's just a little bit about me. I served in the House with Senator.
For 4 years together, 05 to 08.
And I served 2 years on the Commerce Committee
Oh,
and 6 years on appropriations.
Oh,
So I'm gonna be testing a little bit because I'm a manager and I deal a lot with budgets right now, especially coming to the end of the calendar year for all of our departments. And so I'm getting right back into the policy type of things, especially in health and welfare. So there's gonna be quite a few challenges in there. Hopefully there won't be quite as big a ones in here. I don't know if there will be.
Well, we have some
we get
really.
Is there some big ones too?
yeah. I don't think we're gonna have an election spell, thankfully. That turned into a little bit of extra work. Oh, you do?
I think the Citizens
I think it was-
United bill is coming our way, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, so okay.
We already know more than we need.
Well, I think we still have some election stuff.
Okay.
So that's basically it.
So you are familiar with the sort of mechanisms that go on in the State House?
I am.
Yeah. And with all due respect to the members of the hardworking other chamber, including Senator Clarkson at one time, and Senator White, and Senator Mihoski.
You are surrounded by former.
You're pure.
The Senate operates a little differently. And if you have any questions, please lean on the four of us to answer them. You probably got a sense of some of that today. We are not allowed to have any electronic devices in the chamber. Well, you can have your phone, but you can better shut it off. Because John Bloomer will come down the hall and grab it.
He's already explained it to me.
Okay.
That's like his first thing.
We do have a dress code, which is much more strict than the House. We don't wear lariat ties and shawls and all that kind of stuff. Well, the women can, but the men can't. We have ties, jackets. And if you don't.
I thought our dress code was sort of the same in the whole state.
The House has a pretty explicit dress code that is explicitly
Permissive.
loose.
Oh, it used to be suit and tie.
It used to be suit and tie.
Oh, they
Not anymore.
changed it. My second year in the House, it got changed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I mean, some people feel strongly in the old ways. Some people feel that we should change things from time to time. I guess I'm in the former category, but
But
That's
you also
okay.
represent one of our finest men's outfitters in the state.
well, thank you.
Perhaps maybe the finest.
And I'll pass that along to McNeil. We, have certain decorum in the Senate, which from what I've seen on occasion is not true in the other body. A lot of times they go on iPads, and if you sit up in the balcony, you'll notice that they're playing a game while listening to testimony on a particular bill. I don't mean again to cast aspersions that deeply, but it's different. It really is different. We don't take our jackets off. If it gets to 95 degrees, tough.
Actually, we haven't really tested that.
Well, we have to ask.
If it got to 95, I might ask if the gentlemen could remove their jackets, but we don't kind of assume that it's that.
Tends to be on the colder versus the hotter side. Seems to be our
Yeah.
main issue.
Yeah.
We need a clerk because Senator Hart was our committee clerk and sat in that same chair.
No pressure, John.
Rookie. Unless there's a burning desire on the part of 3 other people to be the clerk, I'll appoint you as the committee clerk. All it does is when there's a bill introduced on the floor that's referred to the Committee on Government Operations, at the end of that floor session, Melissa will come and give you the bill. We had 3 of them this morning. She gave them to me because we don't have a clerk. And it's very important you don't lose them or misplace them. You gotta make sure that they get down to Emery, and then he makes the little cards that indicate what the bill number is and kind of what it does. So if you are willing, we'd love to have you as our clerk. It's no more than that. You're just responsible
And
for,
He wants to call the
And the
roll
vote, he calls the roll.
that's true.
and deliver those to the,
To the Senate clerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do
It's a-
roll calls on occasion.
Yeah, I'm happy to help. I'm the most recent previous past clerk for the committee. So
Okay. Do you have any questions about how this will proceed? Whenever you're recognized, although it's the same in the House, they stand up, say, Madam Speaker or Mr. Speaker, depending. We say Mr. President.
Yep.
And then you have permission to, if you're recognized, talk.
Yep.
So that's not different. We don't do as many point of orders, I don't think, as,
We don't explain our votes.
no.
Big different,
Well, that's
Very
a lot faster.
Very rare.
very rare.
We're also not members.
mm,
I got corrected for that my first year all the time when I was able to member for senator from.
Okay.
That's true. And you know who made that mistake today was Senator Baruth. More than once, he referred to us as members. So there's just little
Never served
idiosyncrasies.
the house.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. There's
Um,
no, he's gonna mistake.
Yeah, floor debate is pretty much the same. You know, if you want to speak about a certain bill and you're listening hopefully to the other side of it and you want to stand up and express your own opinion on it, that's great. Senator White?
thank you, Chair. One thing that's nice that our chair did last year was you gave Larry, I would say, a less complex bill to kind of practice presenting.
Mhm.
I think it was a Veterans Memorial Holiday bill, but that
Yeah.
may be something to expect.
Yeah.
You might be one of our, if we have a easier,
Right.
slimmer bill,
The problem is that needs.
no practice bills. Okay, you might get a really difficult bill.
This boy is ready for the deep end.
Okay.
But you're right, charters, most of the time,
Love it when-
are not controversial and they're just
Yeah.
going from 3-member select board to 5. And
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. But there will be questions on occasion from some of the other senators.
Yeah.
Who stand up and say, can I inquire of the reporter? Okay, I can't think of anything else.
Mr.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's me, Emery.
Emery Matthias is our new committee assistant.
Not new to us because you've been working in in IT and Ledge Council for a couple of years.
1 year.
Just one?
In the Department of Operations, not IT.
Right, Department of Operations. That's okay.
And he'll be an expert help on Friday when you do your expense reports.
Awesome.
Vision has apparently decided again, they've got to change passwords every 90 days.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's a pain.
So,
I don't have any more passwords in me.
I just don't
I know,
make them.
it just is amazing how often we have to do that. But anyway, he is an expert at that. So on Friday, normally people go into the lounge, don't do them on the iPad. It doesn't work very well, but you could do it in the lounge and put your expenses in. The salaries are done automatically.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about those.
So, may I just ask, Emery, would you share with us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah,
And
certainly.
because it's been great that you're sort of growing in your state house service. And
Thank you very
I
much.
would love to know what prompted you to do that and a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. My wife and I moved here in 2017 for me to attend Vermont Law School.
Yes, an economic development driver.
We moved to Randolph in 2019. She's now a librarian there at Kimball, and I was elected the town clerk and treasurer of Randolph, and I served a 3-year term. When my second child was born, I decided to be a stay-at-home dad for most of the year. It's a great decision. And then shortly after that, I was hired by the previous director of operations here to serve as the operations coordinator. And now I am in this department.
Which is great.
I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have you keep growing.
Yeah.
In your work, and wonderful that VLS brought you. VLS brought me too.
Nice.
It didn't bring me as a student. I was dragged here about 9 years ago. I was just-
I enjoy starting on time, so. I'll just. make
He's
that
very
point
timely.
As gently as I can. If there's a quorum and we're supposed to start at 1:30, we're gonna start at 1:30. And who's ever not here is it'll be up to them to get caught up on what we do. So, guess that's all I have. But literally, if you have questions, and I can't believe that you won't have some.
Oh, I will. No, I certainly will. Certainly will.
And you're surrounded, as Senator Proof said, by a couple of jokesters on either side.
Westman on one side,
Yeah.
and Ingalls on the other
Yeah.
side. I mean, holy cow.
So
Yeah.
you didn't have a chance to put any bills in yet.
No.
Because you weren't sworn in. And I was wondering why Senator Benson wasn't in the room when we started, and then I got it.
Yes. I had the same thought. I was like, oh no, John needs to get out of here. He's gotta walk in too, but. That was,
Chittenden was the only one that didn't make it for some reason.
yeah,
He's out all week.
Oh,
yeah.
He's out all week. It's always has a conflict with UVM schedule.
but you can, as you can see, feel free to eat here.
I
Whatever.
need always, I mean, I seem to get to lunch at 1, which is terrible, but I apologize. It doesn't get in the way too much. But this is a great committee and our range is quite substantial, and I understand, Mr. Chair, that we're also going to be meeting with House GovOps to hear from the 3 adjutant general candidates,
I think there's
which I'm
two.
really looking forward to. Oh, there were 3.
I believe one has stepped up.
Oh, okay.
Could be wrong, but yes, we'll meet next Tuesday in a joint committee meeting in room
Right.
11 at 1 o'clock and interview the 2 potential candidates.
That's
Or
great.
3 if there are 3.
Yeah, I'm so glad we're having that opportunity. That's great.
We're still the only state that does it this way.
I like doing it this way.
Most of the other states appoint. Huh?
That'd be unique.
Yeah.
Mr. Chair, I know, that we're gonna have VSEA here in about 10 minutes, but I'm wondering if we were at all going to have a conversation about priorities in general and
Sure.
kind of where you saw some of the bills that were introduced today. And even like the elections conversation, I think probably we should maybe have earlier, rather than later. So I don't know if you have time that you wanted to set aside for that or.
Yeah, we can do it, well, we can do it now. But it may take longer than 7 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anya and I, excuse me, Senator Vyhovsky and I, and Tucker will meet Wednesdays at 12:30 to go over the agenda for the following week. And I'll be meeting with Tucker on Friday mornings at 8:15 to get his counsel on.
We're all meeting with him,
Yes.
all of us who are under his jurisdiction, under his supervisory section.
I wonder, I'm looking at Thursday and it looks like we've given a whole hour to the Department of State's attorneys and sheriffs. I wonder if maybe we can give them a half an hour.
Sure,
in
yeah, that's a good thought.
priorities conversations.
Yep, that's a good
Gives you a
thought.
chance to actually look at what's still on the
Right.
board. And because we have childcare licensing, I mean, that.
So whether you can change the agenda on Thursday, January 8th
Mhm.
at 2:30, we'll have a committee discussion about priorities. Got it. Okay, you have a 5-minute break if you want to use it. If not, we'll just sit here and look at each other, I guess.
Well, you should know the most, well, if we're still online, we're not online.
Yeah,
We're live.
We are live?
Would you like me to? I can mute.
We
It
can,
doesn't matter. You want to go out?
Sure.
Okay, let's go out and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Her name